That's Cara,
And that's Laura.
and this is the
Unwieldy World of Disney. Okay,
Well,
so Laura, do you want to explain why we chose unwieldy, the word unwieldy?
So, first, welcome to our first show, Unwieldy. Well, first off, let's just buckle in here because that's what's going to happen. So, Cara and I met at a social media conference and totally hit it off, became BFFs, and we decided that it was time to go on a trip together. What started out as a 3-day beach vacation.
No, it wasn't a beach vacation. It was a 3-day condo in Orlando.
Well, no, it started out as a couple of days with me in Pensacola.
Oh, that's right. It did. Okay, I'm wrong.
Yeah, so it started out as a couple of days with me in Pensacola, like over Mother's Day, because I didn't want to be up in New York,
Right.
because that's where I am. And then it turned into a condo in Orlando. See, notice we're escalating here by degrees. And then it turned into, how many days did it end up being for you, Cara?
I had 10, 11 days because we had annual passes. So I think I had 10 days and you had 6 days.
I had 6 days at Disney on property at Port Orleans French. So unwieldy was the best way to describe how far this trip went off the rails and how fast it went off the rails.
Right. So it started as a condo we got a discount on.
Yes.
Well, first it was a condo in Pensacola, and then a condo in Orlando we had a discount on. Ended up being a 6 to 10 day trip for both of us. With park hoppers, staying at Port Orleans French Quarter.
And meal plans.
So, and then the next trip we were booking was going to be a week in Gatlinburg. And that was starting to go unwieldy really quickly, but then COVID stopped us.
And the world broke.
Yes, and the world broke. And, you know, do you remember those cabins? It was so bad.
Oh my God, the one with the teddy bears.
The teddy bears in the every next to the jacuzzi. Do you remember that?
Yes. Yes.
Well,
so every place we looked was absolutely was a gong show. Like, it only got weirder every place we looked. And
I don't know who's decorating your cabins in Gatlinburg and your Forge.
Didn't we say it was a murder house?
There was one murder house. Y'all, I was going on a romantic vacation with my fiance in my grandmother's house. That's how bad. I felt like I was in my grandmother's house. But I'm also not going on a vacation with my friends in my grandmother's house. I don't want teddy bears. I don't want teddy bears. Of course, they'll stare at me.
Hi, Jackson Pixie.
Yeah, with Jax, he's having a moment. Sorry.
It's all right.
I don't want porcelain dolls. I don't want your old porcelain dolls and your old teddy bears staring at me when I'm trying to sleep or take a bath.
Nope.
Sorry.
It was even the pictures were creepy as all get out.
And the jacuzzi's in the bedroom.
Yes. That was the weirdest thing.
Like, what if I had the bedroom with jacuzzis and you wanted to take a jacuzzi bath?
I'm not walking in there and like being like, get out and jacuzzi.
Right. Right. Like, come on, y'all. You need to step up your cabin game, please.
But even when I visited New Orleans for different things, our adventures went off the rails.
Always.
So fast.
Always. Our adventures off the rails.
Yeah. Like the night we went to Acme Oyster House in the French Quarter, and the one girl we were with ate like 4 dozen oysters.
For the time we were supposed to stay close to Bourbon and Royal Street, and we ended up walking literally to the aquarium and back. The aquarium to the French market and all around at night.
Yeah.
You know,
because
I'm not scared of New Orleans. I'm not scared of the quarter, but that's just me.
Listen, I live in New York. I live about 2.5 hours from the city. I have stomped around the city. At some point, my city tales, even as they apply to Disney, will show up.
Right.
So I'm not scared either, but it's not something most sane people do.
You know, only if you live in New Orleans or you're from New York. That's how
they just kind of look at you and go like, okay,
well, yeah,
what is this?
And one day I'll get to New York and we'll tromp around New York together.
And you'll be like, Okay, what is this?
What is? Yes.
Yeah.
So that's our story and how we met and why why it's unwieldy. Because you can see that we get unwieldy quickly.
And we off the rails fast.
Yes. We went way off topic and came back and circled around and
It all relates, I swear. So,
yeah.
Like I said at the beginning, buckle your seatbelt. This is going to get wild quick.
All right, Laura, why Disney? Why do you love Disney so much?
Honestly, it's always been kind of a part of who I am. From the fact that my parents decorated my baby room in Winnie the Pooh to the point where it was the only thing on early 80s TV.
Right.
And then when I moved out to Southern California for a while, it kind of drew me. It drew me in. It was part of the local fabric, part of just kind of what you do down there. And I ended up as a cast member in Anaheim, and I worked on steam trains. So I rode the train around a lot. I can sing the Western music. If you know, you know. I also worked on Star Tours. May the Force be with you. We'll come back to that. And then I did a lot of guest control. So, and even watching the attention to detail and level of customer service blew my brain apart. And the fact that you were able to create this whole place. And knowing all of this, it's kind of become my little happy bubble. Yeah. And come on, I was having a moment, and when somebody asked me, well, what do you need to do right now? And I said, I just need to go hug Chewbacca.
I understand.
Yeah. My mom is like, it was my mom who I was talking to. She goes, can you do that? And I said, yes. She goes, go hug Chewbacca and call me back.
Okay, fine.
So it's just a lot of things. So sorry, totally again, long-winded answer to get back to that. What about you, Cara? Why?
Why? Okay, well, again, I grew up with Disney. I was born in Gainesville. I lived in Clearwater until I was 5. Spent every summer of my childhood in Clearwater. I remember the Orange Bird commercials. Like, I absolutely adore Orange Bird. I'm glad he has a place in the parks back. I think he needs more. Like, I need more Orange Bird. Please, I need more Orange Bird. Okay. Have I said that I need more Orange Bird? Because I do. Can we get an Orange Bird meet and greet, please? Something.
Do that.
Why do I want to do that? Because he's cute. Oh, he had a little Orange Bird costume, and somebody wears a little Orange Bird, and a little friend of Orange Bird wears a little Orange Bird costume. Come on, you would see it. It would be adorable. Who didn't want flower and garden, little Orange Bird walking around? Come on.
It'll get creepy.
No, it would not. It wouldn't be any creepier than Figment.
Well, Figment this year is creepy. We're going to go there later. We're going to go there later.
That's tall Figment that will. And I love Figment, but yeah, I see your point there. But I still think we need an Orange Bird character meet and greet. I grew up watching Disney Princess movies. I collected them all. And then I had almost every Disney movie. I saw Lion King in the theaters like 3 times. I cry every time. Every time I watch Lion King, it doesn't matter if it's festival. It doesn't matter if it's Broadway. It doesn't matter if it's the movie. I will bawl like a baby, except for the live action. We'll have to get back to that because I'm just not a fan. And then Katrina happened in 2005. And we found ourselves unexpectedly in Apopka, Florida. And so 2 months before Katrina happened, my dad died. So it was a summer of just heartache and grief. And I found myself 45 minutes door to door from the Magic Kingdom. So I spent some money, got annual passes, and I went to Disney every week to escape life. It's a happy little bubble of escapism. And I don't have to worry about life. I don't have to deal with the grief. I don't have to deal with the heartache. And I promise you that Disney probably saved my mental health that year. Being able to escape and have a place of joy and happiness helped a lot. I don't think it helped me process everything, but it helped me live and survive. So that's all that matters.
There's a time and a place for processing, and there's a time and a place for keeping yourself vertical.
Right. And Disney helped me vertical.
Yeah. And Disney, and I get that because during my whole shenanigan of a divorce, Disney kept me vertical.
Right.
So yeah, you can process later.
Right.
But when you're in the middle of these things, staying vertical is the important part.
So that is my why. I absolutely adore everything Disney. Starting next week, I'll be able to plan your Disney trips.
Yay!
Yay! There's more information on that in the next episode on how we can handle all that. But yay!
Hooray!
I pride myself on my Disney knowledge. I read everything. I'm a Disney nerd. That's
until you met me and we were on the bus on the way back to the hotel, and I smoked everyone at Disney Trivia.
Did I? Oh, I didn't show you. I don't have them in the office right now. But did I show you the 2 new posters I got this weekend?
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Yeah. So for those at home that don't know, I collect the old movie posters. So every time I go to a con, I go find the guy that has all the old movie posters reprinted. And so far I only have Little Mermaid and Beauty and the Beast. This weekend I ended up with Cinderella and Snow White, the original Cinderella and Snow White posters.
Uh-huh.
I also have the Haunted Mansion ride poster from Disneyland because it's got New Orleans Square on it and it fits better with my decor for Halloween than the other one.
Yeah.
So I want to get more ride posters, the original ride posters, and I want to get more vintage movie posters for my wall. But at some point we're going to have to block out Batman back there because he doesn't fit.
He's judging us, Cara.
He really is judging us.
He's judging us.
He's judging us for our Disney fandom. Oh, goodness. Yes. So she's the Star Wars girl. I'm the Disney princess. That's how we go. I want more princesses. She wants more Star Wars.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. And so for our first episode, we're just going to do a get to know me kind of thing.
Yeah.
We're now on here.
And again, you can see how quickly these things derail with us.
Right.
And we bring it back. But again, buckle your seatbelt and roll with us.
All right. So I have 14 questions for us to answer about Disney.
All right.
You ready?
Let's rock. I'm ready.
Okay.
Let's go.
Top 3 favorite rides and why?
Am I limited to a park?
You're not limited to a park. It could be any park.
All right, cool. So, I'm going to have to go first with the Anaheim version of Space Mountains.
Okay.
It is longer.
Okay.
By a bunch of feet. And not only the longer, but even the queue is a little bit more intentionally themed than the one in Orlando. I feel like Orlando, you just kind of are in these random switchbacks where you're really kind of feeling more of a Space Center feel.
Okay.
In Anaheim. My current obsession is Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind.
Okay. I've heard
it is choice. It is smooth, it is very different. It is Space Mountain on steroids. You are turning, you're not doing loop-de-loops, but they're tilting you and turning you. It is a very smooth experience. The backward launch is just chef's kiss. And the fact that you don't know what song you're getting until you blast is a kick. So the first time we did it, we got Blondie's One Way or Another. And the cuts that they made of these songs just really kind of go with it. Right. And the Guardians snark at each other through the entire ride. It's a riot. And then, let's see, do I do my favorite fever dream ride, or where do I go with this? All right, we're going to go here. This is kind of a hot topic.
Okay.
I'm going to slide back to Anaheim.
Okay.
And it's Mr. Toad's Wild Ride.
Ooh, you're going old school.
Yes, it is the biggest fever dream of a ride. You're in these old-timey cars, and there's very little plot. You're basically mowing down people. And it is very classic. There are a lot of static cutouts, but it is absolutely hilarious. And if I could honorable mention one,
okay,
I would have to head back to Anaheim. That is my home park. I would have to throw down on Roger Rabbit's cartoon spin.
Okay.
It's a 360. So you're in a Benny and you turn, but you can
So it's like Alien Swirl?
No.
Okay, because Alien Swirl's kind of like that, where you're turning and you're turning.
Oh no, Alien Swirl is more like Mater's Junkyard Jamboree.
Okay.
Over there. However, this one is more like you turn it. So like think teacup.
So it's teacups. Okay.
Think a little bit teacup, but think Benny's. Think Benny the Cab from Roger Rabbit, and you're driving along, and there's a whole storyline with it.
Okay.
And you get to spin Benny, and everything is 360 degrees.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty cool. So that's me.
Yeah.
So what about you, Miss Cara? Unless you have any
favorite ride.
questions.
I'm not a thrill rides person. I don't like drops. I can say I've probably never been on Splash Mountain. The Drop It Pirates gives me chills.
Mm-hmm.
So my three favorite are always my top is always going to be Peter Pan's Flight.
It's choice. It's another good one.
It's a classic. It's
Mm-hmm.
it's a childhood nostalgic moment. You know, it's just always going to be my top ride anywhere. Second's going to be a toss up between People Mover and Soarin'.
Oh, Soarin's good.
But I prefer I really want Epcot to do like one theater just be Soarin' over California. Like I love Soarin' over California. I was so happy with Soarin' over California last time.
Home park. Biased.
Well, because that's what when we started with Soarin' at Epcot, that's what they had. That's the film Soarin' over California. And
Right.
I missed the smell of the oranges.
Mm-hmm.
Now we have Soarin' over the world. Love the ride. Please don't. I love this ride. However, the tilted Eiffel Tower really bugs me.
Did you see that supposedly they've adjusted it?
I will find out in February. But Soarin'. So Soarin', we have to be in row A.
Oh, disagree, B.
No, A. I do not want to see your feet. I don't want to see anybody's funky feet in my face. Okay. So row A. I'm sorry. We've all been walking for miles. We're all sweaty. Our feet stink. I don't want anybody's funky feet in my face. Stop choking on your drink. Because you know I'm right.
But I will say Soarin' does have the best pre-show.
Yes, Soarin' does have the best pre-show.
Hello.
Who can beat it? Me.
I'm Patrick, and I'm your chief flight attendant today. You threw down a challenge. I had to.
I know. And my third favorite ride. Ooh, this one is also hard. Let me think. I'm a Jungle Cruise girl, but we're gonna switch parks and go to Hollywood Studios or MGM because I still call it MGM. I'm sorry, y'all.
It's all good.
And Toy Story Mania. I love it.
Yes.
One, it brings out the competitive side of me. Like we are not family or friends when we get on that ride. We are competitors.
Oh yes.
We are fighting to the death.
Blood.
Yeah, we're fighting to the death. Like, I'm sorry. And if I don't feel like I beat you bad enough or I didn't beat you, we're doing it again.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. So Toy Story, tie between Soarin' and People Mover, because I do love a People Mover, especially at night, and Peter Pan. People Mover at night is top tier. Top tier.
Yeah.
When the lights are out and when the lights are all over the place, top tier. It's going to be interesting to see how it is now with the construction on Astro Orbiter.
There's a lot of walls right now.
Yeah, I saw Magic Kingdom has a lot of walls right now. I'm happy. Magic Kingdom needs a huge upgrade. I'm happy for the walls with lots of walls. I can't wait for Villains Land, personally.
Yep, I'm okay with this.
I'm okay with this. And unpopular Disney opinion, I'm perfectly okay with Tom Sawyer's Island going away.
Same. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you've never been to Cars Land in Anaheim, it is absolutely mind-blowing.
I just feel like the parks are getting so crowded that we need more space.
Right.
More things for people to do to spread them out. So if we're not going to get a fifth park, which it doesn't look like we're getting one anytime soon, I love seeing that we're going to get a Villains Land with some attractions, and we're going to get the Cars Land area with some attractions. Who's going to Sawyer's Island?
No one. It's dead land. It's dead
Right.
space. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. If they do the job that they did in Anaheim,
It's gonna be amazing.
because literally, so for those of you who've never been to Anaheim, Cars Land is in California Adventure, or DCA. You come through and you go under an underpass.
Okay. So kind of like
And it
Star Wars Land, where you're under and you're kind of like
Right.
curtain
So-
into land.
Yep. So
Okay.
it opens up and it's literally Radiator Springs
Oh,
down to the slow blink light.
oh, that's perfect.
And
it's a Frontierland.
it's literally like your jaw stops and you hit the floor because you're looking straight at Ornament Rock. You've got Fillmore's Yurt, that's a snack hut. You've got Sarge's Supplies. You've got, the Cozy Cone. There are snacks at the Cozy Cone. They got some really good stuff there because it's very different. Each cone has something different.
Oh.
You've got the rides. You've got Luigi's Casa della Tires. Everything is where it should be. You can eat at Flo's.
Oh, wow. Okay, I need to eat
And
it.
you can sit in Doc Hudson's office.
Okay.
So the whole thing is literally just absolute perfection, to the point where there's even a baby tractor crossing.
Oh, wow. That's
So it's really cool. So if they do the job that they did with this, then I have no problem with it. It's going to be to die for. So just my 2 cents.
Yeah. Okay. Question number 2. We might not get all of these questions to this time, so we might have to save some for next time.
Oh, yeah.
Who is your favorite Disney character and what makes them special to you?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay. My heavens above. If you've hung out at my desk,
Mm-hmm.
I always have Lilo hanging out on my desk. Baymax also hangs out on my desk. But Lilo is literally one of my favorites because she is this little, I don't care what you think of me, I'm going to do me little girl.
Right.
She's smart. She's funny. She stands up for what she believes in.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, she can't stop until she feeds Pudge the fish a peanut butter sandwich. Because everybody knows this. Pudge controls the weather.
Obviously.
Hello, Pudge the fish controls the weather. And I just have a thing for strong girls. They, because so many are no longer strong.
Right.
For a while, we went through a phase where everybody was very meek, very mild. Let me have somebody save you.
Right.
It's the same with my Star Wars stuff.
Right.
Leia. She's saving herself.
Right.
She's the original self-rescuing princess.
Right.
So Lilo is kind of the mini version of that.
Okay.
She's the one who's going to stand up and stomp on everybody's shenanigans and drive poor Nani nuts.
Yes, she is. Of course. That was the first sister movie, and it was the best.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Yes.
All right. What you got, Cara?
How are you feeling about the live action?
No, thank you.
Okay.
A Stitch, no thank you. I will fully reserve judgment until later. However, that thing looks creepy.
See, I think he's cute, but I understand. Well, we'll have to watch it and then.
Like I said, we're gonna see.
Yes,
but creepy.
Oh, so
what about you, my darling Clemmy?
My favorite characters. See, I have more than one. This is a hard question because I really do.
I know, right?
I'm a big fan of Onward. I guess we already know that now. I love Onward and think we need an Onward in the park.
Yeah.
I love Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell's one of my all-time favorites. I love her sassiness. I love her sparkles. I want pixie dust so I can fly everywhere. Her need for attention, that is me. Like, I am Tinkerbell. I need glitter and need for attention at all times. I need glitter, sparkly things, and I need attention at all times. This is me.
Oh, I don't have one. Shoot. I usually have one.
And Belle. Belle is my last one. I love Belle. I don't think she's one. I know everybody talks about Stockholm Syndrome and all that. I don't think she's one of those princesses that needed saving. I think she was one who sacrificed herself for her father.
Different ballgame.
Mm-hmm. And she saved herself in the end. And
she did.
And the Beast. But the Beast is cuter as a beast. Let's be real.
Not gonna lie. True.
He's better as a beast than he is.
True. True.
I mean, Prince Adam needs to just stay a beast, as far as I'm concerned.
Just stay a beast. Put the curls in. We're good.
Yeah. We're good. But I mean, also the library. Can somebody give me a library like that?
Right.
We need a library like that. But yeah, Belle.
Look at that.
I think she was one of our first save herself princesses.
Right.
And but it wasn't it wasn't like Brave, it wasn't like Frozen where you knew she was saving herself.
Right.
It was it was very subtle in the saving herself.
Exactly.
So, and her family, and she told Gaston to go
jump in the lake.
Yeah, pretty much, which is part of my favorite part. Okay. Mm-hmm. Next question. If you could live in one Disney park, where? I know mine. You want me to go first?
I know where you're going.
You know where I'm going?
Where am I going? You're going to Epcot.
No. I'm going Cinderella Suite at Magic Kingdom. Oh, we all know I'm a Disney princess. I'm going, if I could live in one Disney park, it's going to be in the Cinderella Suite at Magic Kingdom. That's where I'm living. I might go to Epcot on the daily, but I'm still going to live in the Cinderella Suite. Have you seen that thing? Could somebody hook me up? I need to stay there.
Oh, yeah. So, where am I going? If I'm living in a park, am I going for where the food is? Or am I going for just the cool factor?
See, this is hard, but
this is hard. Just because where do you think I'm going?
I think you're going to Disneyland. I think you're going to Anaheim. I think
you're going to Anaheim.
I think you're going to Walt's apartment.
No.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm going to San Francisco.
Okay.
Going across the Esplanade.
Okay.
I'm going across the Esplanade to Aunt Cass's.
Okay.
Because, Aunt Cass has an apartment over the top.
Oh.
Or, if I really want to get weird, I'm going to the Matterhorn.
You're going to live in the Matterhorn?
There's a basketball court.
Okay. That's good.
Tuck in, pitch tent,
Yeah, okay. That works.
And there's a really good bathroom right over there. There's the Cheshire Cat. Yeah, there's a really good bathroom right over there.
I mean, if you were
we'll go there later.
If we're going there, then yeah, I mean, we're close to the Tinkle bathroom, which is the best bathroom in Magic Kingdom. Let's be real.
Right?
Okay. Next question. What is your favorite Disney World snack?
Ew. Things I must eat. So I have a list of things, snackage, that I have to eat while I'm there.
Right. So what's your favorite?
I must. So, it depends. What time? What am I doing?
Okay. So, let's just say, I don't know. What are we doing? Any park. So it's got to be a snack that's in any park.
Yep. So what am I doing at the park? What time of day is it?
Mid-morning. Mid-afternoon.
Simple. Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Okay.
Give me a Dole Whip float.
No.
Mid-morning, give me a Dole Whip float.
I like have you had the strawberry? With the strawberry?
Yeah, it's a little too, I don't love it. You know which one I fell in love with, though?
Which one?
Is the lime.
Oh, I haven't had that one yet.
Yeah, so the one time I was at the park, so backstory.
Right.
Part of the official first Unwieldy trip,
right,
was a Laura's birthday redo.
Yes.
For lots of reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Cara made me wear a birthday button with my age on it.
Like one does at Disney, obviously.
Right. So she made me wear a birthday button with my age. Now, there is a spot at the Polynesian called Pineapple Lanai, and one of the cast members directed me there, and I had a snack credit to burn before we went home.
Okay.
And they had a Heart of Te Fiti cone listed.
Okay.
And I went, okay. So I ordered it, and the cast member looks at me and goes, your magic band doesn't work here. And I went, excuse me? I've got snacks on it. Tap, tap, tap. Snacky bowl.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, no, no, no. Happy birthday. It doesn't work here. And I almost broke into tears.
Yes, obviously.
Tears. But it was absolutely to die for. It was refreshing, not too sweet, and it was just the right amount of tart.
Okay.
And because it was the heart of Tafiti, they adorned it with an edible hibiscus flower.
Aw, that's great.
And I was like, okay, as I sat and sobbed, welcome to Laura.
One of my all-time favorites is the chocolate caramel apple. Have you had those?
Those are good.
So you can get them on Main Street in the candy shop, in the confectionery. You can get them in downtown Disney at Goofy's, and what's the other candy shop in downtown Disney? I can't think of the name of it. The villain themed one. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I know exactly which one you're talking about.
So you can get them there. And if I'm gonna go outside of that, it's gonna be a Mickey bar.
Going with the classic.
I'm going with the classic Mickey ice cream bar. The Mickey ice cream bar is so yummy, but the mini strawberry bar is refreshing.
Those are really good, yeah. And that's why I said, what are we doing? What's going on? Because like any true Disney dork, I have certain things I eat at certain times.
Yes. I have certain things that I must eat in certain parks.
Correct. So for me, when I do Happily Ever After, I will mobile order from Casey's Corner mini corn dogs. And mini corn dogs and a Coke Zero. Your girl parks her butt on the hub grass, munches corn dogs, drinks her Coke Zero, and finds her favorite spot to settle in to watch. My sister discovered the magic of mini corn dogs in August when we went to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party, and we found a choice spot for fireworks, the Ride of the Headless Horseman, and Max dressed as Powerline dancing down, and the parade.
Awesome.
We had a killer spot. That's the whole story.
I mean, like in Epcot, I have to have the macaroni ice cream sandwich, but now I'm seeing the Baroche. Have you seen the ice cream sandwich? It's with the bun with the the heated one? That's on my list to try.
It's pretty good, but for me, if I go to Animal Kingdom, I am having lunch at Satuli Canteen. That's a no-brainer.
I finally found the Dole Whip with rum in Animal Kingdom that's been in front of my face this whole time.
Where was it?
I don't know the name of it, but when you're in Africa, there's the bar area on this side.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Okay.
So the other side, it's at that quick service.
Got it.
Y'all, I'm blanking on the name.
But yeah, that's another talk. That's another topic.
Yeah.
All right.
Next question. The most magical moment you've ever experienced at Disney?
Oh, Jiminy. Oh, my God. There's been a ton because Disney is known for that.
Right.
I think I have to say the most magical one was one that I was a part of making as a cast member.
Okay.
So let's roll the story back. Okay. So there was this. So, as Karen knows, when I was a cast member at Anaheim.
You didn't have to name.
Yeah. No, I had lost it by that point. So he goes, so that's my kid, and Muttley is our dog. So if you heard that, this is Muttley asleep on my jacket because he could be. So there was this woman, her name was Maddie.
Okay.
And I will never forget her name. Sweetest thing ever. She had come to celebrate her 70th birthday at Disneyland.
Aww.
She had checked into the hotel and she had, she did it alone. And we were all kind of like, and she was in a scooter and somehow she had tripped and she was in tears and it was this whole big thing. And we were like, wait a hot minute. She's just turning 70. She's alone. Wait, what is going on here? So I was working guest control at the Fantasyland Theater that day with our show, and she had pulled in, and we all, as a team, as a Fantasyland Theater team, we had all kind of gotten together and we decided we were going to make her a birthday gift that she would never forget.
Aw.
So, we all kind of did stuff. So I started with we grabbed a card, signed a card. We wrote really cute things. One of the guys shot to one of the stores that was closest, used what was called an NSA card, no strings attached, and grabbed her a Mickey and a pair of ears and had her name put on her ears. And we got her premium seating. We just did it all for her. We went all out. And she, instead of sad tears, it was happy tears. And watching her sparkle was the literal most magical thing I have ever experienced. Just watching her shine and be so happy that this is what we did for her.
Right. Okay, so mine is kind of crazy. And
Okay.
Chase will never live this moment down, by the way. Part of the moment, because it all ties in together, and he will never live this down because I still tell him that he was wrong for this.
Okay.
So we had a bad experience at breakfast that morning with the princesses and Epcot. And so after breakfast, I spoke to the manager about our experience, and he said, well, I wish you would have come to me earlier so I could credit your dining plan, but now, I can do something. And so Chase got a private meet and greet with Minnie Mouse. If you know, not like that's like special.
That's a big deal.
Yeah. So we set the meet and greet for 3:00 and we went on about our day. Well, right before the meet and greet, we were riding Soarin', and it was his first time riding Soarin'. Got fast passes, got on right on the ride. He loved the ride. And this was during the time when the Dream promotion was going on. So they had the Dream cast members everywhere. Outside the ride, he runs into a Dream cast member and he's telling her how much he loved it. And it's his favorite ride and he loved it so much. And so she said, how about you come with me and you get to ride it again and we'll go backstage and you can see the behind the scenes of it. That child said no.
Joke.
I have a date with Minnie Mouse and walked off.
I love it.
I love
it.
The ride at
I
that
love it.
fast passes were gone for the day. And the ride at that point was 3 hours long. I was like, however, I have a picture of him with all of the main characters. Minnie, Mickey, Donald, Goofy, Pluto, Chip, and Dale. And that is, I have them hugging them all. Like he's got like hugging and they're all kind of hugging him. And then so I have a picture of him with all of the major players.
And see, I feel like that's almost as good.
Yeah.
Because the only way I would turn down a backstage Soarin' or something like that would be for a date
with Minnie Mouse.
For a date with the mouse.
Right. So he had
or something like that.
At 5 years old, he was in love with the princesses and Minnie Mouse. Like, those are his favorite characters.
Listen.
He said the princesses are pretty. The princesses are pretty and they give me kisses.
Mm-hmm.
And he would walk around the park proudly with princess kisses all over his face.
Listen, it's what it is.
And Minnie was his sweetheart, and he absolutely adored Minnie Mouse.
And again, that's the only thing that I would do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would turn it down for that.
For a private date with the mouse.
I can't blame him. I can't blame him.
I mean, and you know how crowded the land gets outside of it. And I'm like trying to talk to this passenger, and this 5-year-old just trucking over to Minnie Mouse. Like, he knew where Minnie was because we had annual passes. We went all the time, so he knew where Minnie was. So he was just walking himself to Minnie Mouse, and I was like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
oh my God,
was a magic moment. Okay. What Disney movie would you like to see represented in the parks?
So, one thing about me is I am a hockey girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's an all-star sport. I know.
Mm-hmm.
What?
You want more ducks.
Quack.
You want more ducks.
Quack, quack. You know, ducks fly together. Hi. And this is simply also because on our trip, I wore a Mighty Duck shirt. Do you remember this?
I did. I remember that.
And nobody got it. I asked if I was like the college team. I was like, Bombay? Quack, quack. Bombay approves? Nobody got it. And it is a riot of a movie. It's a great movie. And for those who know the franchise, Knuckle Puck, Do you Knuckle Puck? Do you know?
I've seen the movie. I've seen the franchise, but I don't remember it.
Yeah, Knuckle Puck. And what people don't know, some of them actually, is that Disney used to own the NHL team.
Right, right.
They used to own who are now the Anaheim Ducks. They were the Mighty Ducks. And they played at the Arrowhead Pond of Anaheim.
Right.
So if you ask me currently where the Ducks play, I'm an old school girly. I will tell you they play at the pond. Like, I called the team shop the one day, and they said Honda Center, and I said, is this the pond? And they said, yeah. And I went, oh, good. Okay, now we can talk. But I would love to see that one thrown down just a little bit more. You know, we got some space in Hollywood studios. Let's go.
Right. I would love to see some of the old Disney, those movies like that, like have some kind of, even if it's just a museum of artifacts.
Or like, even like a rotating one. Do you know how much fun Herbie the Love Bug would be?
Oh my goodness, I loved those movies as a kid.
Oh, I'm sorry. I understand, like I showed my class Herbie the Love Bug the one day. They were confused. They were laughing so hard.
Herbie's my best friend. I love Herbie. Yeah. He's so cute. Let me reiterate, the 1960s Herbies, not the Lindsay Lohan remake.
No, original.
Yes. I'm also a big fan of the original Parent Trap. Like, Lindsay Lohan did great in the second one, but I'm a Haley Mills girl all the way.
And that I think would be something really fun to have a spot just for these really fun live action ones.
Right.
Because that was a huge thing for a while that a lot of people don't know. Right. And a lot of people don't go, like, they'll only use what's on their Disney Plus front page.
Right.
And they won't do that deep dive.
So it's classic. Pollyanna, Apple Dumpling Gang.
You know, Escape to Witch Mountain.
Right.
These, these little... Yeah, Swiss Family Robinson. Like, in Anaheim, they're retheming the tree a house again, and they're putting Swiss-Capolka back. And people are like, and you look at people and they're like, what is that from? And I'm like, that's Swiss-Capolka. So it's these things that would be really, really nice just to have a little niche in the park for.
Yeah. I mean, and you could set up like the Walt exhibit, the One Man's Dream exhibit that's in Hollywood Studios now. And even if they just took, and I love that exhibit because I love learning the history of Disney. But an exhibit like that with a movie theater at the end where they showed a clip of one of the classic movies.
Right.
Yeah. Herbie, Pollyanna, the original Parent Trap.
And that would be fun.
Yeah. I agree.
Rant over. Laura's rant over.
Hey, Disney Imagineers, we have an idea.
Yeah. Hey, y'all.
Use our idea. It came from us. Came from Laura. What is your favorite Disney World soundtrack or park music? I think you're going to say Guardians, Cosmic Rewind.
Yeah. When I need a boost, I'm throwing on the fireworks music. I am throwing on the Happily Ever After soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because my real love, which is the Believe There's Magic in the Stars one, that's going way back, y'all. That's a deep dive. And it's really hard to find. But the fireworks, this particular show, Happily Ever After, is so well done and so well crafted. It's got a beautiful soundtrack and it hits all the right notes. So that's where I'm going with that.
I'm going to Happily Ever After also. Before Happily Ever After, I would have said Wishes and Illuminations, but now I'm going Happily Ever After.
Yeah.
Nothing hits like those fireworks.
Exactly.
Those soundtracks, yeah.
My sister saw me in like full Disney dork in August, and we were by the Rapunzel bathrooms watching it, and that's a whole other tale. We'll get to why we were back there later. But I'm literally in the middle dancing and singing to the Moana section, and she finally looks at me and she goes, "All right, here we go."
Yeah,
and she's like, "All right, here we go."
I cry at the end of it, like
all the time,
always coming on my feet.
All the dang time, Cara, all the dang time.
Okay. If you could have dinner with one Disney character, who would it be?
Oh my God, these are brutal. I think, who would I have dinner with?
See, this is hard because I don't know. I want to say Mickey because he's the head mouse.
Yeah,
but at the same time, I want somebody like that's obscure.
Yeah.
Mary
You know,
Poppins, maybe? I don't know.
Mary Poppins might be fun. However, I'm going to head over to Galaxy's Edge.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with one of the originals. I'm going to go with V. Murata,
Okay.
who is a character that was created for Galaxy's Edge. And she's kind of a bounty hunter.
Okay.
So I think she'd be a lot of fun.
That would
Because
be
she's
fun.
sassy, she's smart, and she'd probably have all the dirt on what the hell's going on over there.
That's true. I mean, we got to know what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm
Right?
going with the head honcho himself.
You're going with the mouse?
I'm going with the mouse. I'm going with the head honcho. I need to know what his thoughts are and what he's planning in the future. We need to chat about a fifth park.
Yeah.
I've got
We got a
ideas.
list.
I've got ideas. We need some questions coming up. I need some things back, like roaming characters and fast passes.
Well, yes.
That's a different podcast for a different day.
That's a whole story.
But yeah. So the head, I'm going with the head honcho. Maybe his mini too, because they're a couple, so you have to invite both parts of the couple, obviously.
That works.
I'm sure Pluto will tag along, so.
Well, yes.
Yes. So, I'm sure it'll end up with Donald, Daisy, and Goofy, because Donald will get jealous.
Yeah. Because if you ever seen the way Donald signs his autograph, he signs Donald Duck #1.
Yes, he does. I love Donald. We need more Donald in the parks, too.
Yeah.
Donald doesn't.
That's one of my favorite pictures of my kiddo, of Isaac. It's from the Unwieldy trip, and it's the one with him in the Goofy hat with Donald at MGM.
Okay.
The one that I've tagged, a duck and a goof walk into a room. Stop me if you've heard this one. And then when he redid it sort of this past trip, it was a duck and a goof walk into a room. Stop me if you heard this one a few years ago.
Okay. So, do you prefer classic attractions or the new rides? I have a mix of both.
I'm a mix.
Yeah.
Because there are times where I really, I want my head split apart. I want my head exploded with the brilliance of the Imagineers and what can be done. And there are times I just need to sit back and marvel at what was done.
Yes. If I had to choose between one or the two, I'm going classic attractions all the time. I absolutely adore. If you give me a Magic Kingdom, we're going on all the classics. You're gonna sit through Small World. You're going on the Haunted Mansion. We're going to Country Bears Jamboree. We're going in the Tiki Room. We're hitting everything.
You've been with me in the Tiki Room. I'm ridiculous.
Yeah, we're going in everything. Carousel of Progress. We're hitting the Carousel of Progress, and we're singing the Great Big Beautiful Tomorrow for the rest of the day.
I'm singing the Tiki Room songs.
Water is.
Well, yes, we have to know the backside of water.
If you don't know the backside of water, something's wrong.
Right. And, the Tiki, so as we head into weird things, we're going to talk probably about pin collecting, because one of my pin collections that I will always buy is Tiki birds. Yep, that's me. And again, here's my snack line. Dole Whip, Tiki birds.
Everybody hated it, but I loved when Iago was part of the show.
I couldn't.
Really? I loved it.
I could not do it.
You're a classic. I kind of missed it this last time. I kind of missed Iago this last trip. But yeah, like I said.
Well, he was bad. They were bad juju. It burned out.
We're going to hit the new stuff, but we're hitting all the classics too. I'm sorry. Especially in Magic Kingdom, we're hitting classic rides. We are also going to thank the Phoenicians in Hit Space Your Birth.
I did have to show my sister. I said, let's go thank the Phoenicians. She's like, wait, what? I said, just thank the Phoenicians. Just say thank you.
And we're hitting the land. We're hitting the land because I'm sorry, the best pop ride. The best ride.
Oh, yeah. So she turns to me in the honor. She goes, so that's why we're thanking. I'm like, yes.
Thanking the Phoenician.
We're thanking the Phoenicians, children.
Yes. And we're riding Living with the Land because I'm sorry that it's the best ride in Epcot.
It's absolutely great.
I will not take any arguments on this. We are not debating it. Living with the Land. The end.
We got this.
Yeah. Okay. Who's your favorite Disney villain?
Old.
Ooh, I know. I'm going with Maleficent. I do love Maleficent.
She's good.
Yeah.
You know what?
I cannot wait for Villain's Land.
You know what? I gotta go with the Wicked Queen.
The Evil Queen?
Yeah. We gotta go with her. She's pretty ruthless. And there's also another back reason for that, but we'll go there another time.
Like evil queen too.
Yeah.
Okay. I think Maleficent, the Shadow Man, maybe.
Oh, the Shadow Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Him and his friends on the other side.
Yes, him and his friends on the other side. I do love the Shadow Man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited for Villain's Land. I can't wait.
It's going to be great, honestly.
Really is. We need, in Magic Kingdom needs the space to spread out.
Again, it does.
Okay. What's one thing you've never done but really want to try at Disney World?
Up until this year, it was a hard ticket party. I finally did that.
Okay.
I did Mickey's Not So Scary.
Okay.
I think I've never done a guided tour.
Ooh, I haven't either.
And that I think would be something that I would really, really like to do.
Like the Keys of the Kingdom
Keys
type
to the
thing?
Kingdom or Behind the Scenes.
Okay, yeah. I really do. I want to do Keys of the Kingdom.
So one of the guided tours.
Okay. Mine would be, besides sleeping in Cinderella's castle, because we all know I want to do that. That's where I would live, y'all. We all know. She would stay there with me. She knows she would. She's just going to laugh the whole time.
I'm just going to roll my eyes the whole time.
But if you stay in Cinderella's castle, you get VIP treatment for the whole night. Which means we walk on any ride we want, right? So, come on.
I think?
Yeah. If you get chosen to stay there, you get VIP treatment. And you get a VIP guide.
Oh, we get a plaid?
Yeah, we get a plaid.
Ooh, we get plaid.
Yes. Right, exactly. See?
Okay, I'll think about it, but still.
You're staying in Cinderella with me. Just for the
fact yes. Just because we get a plaid.
Honestly, I think that was the one thing I would love to do is do the parks with a plaid.
Mm-hmm.
I'd love to do 4 parks in one day with a plaid.
That's
so if anybody's got
good.
like 10, 15 grand they want to throw my way,
Yeah, right?
If anybody wants to treat me to a plaid?
Hey, can you be our plaid? We pay in snacks.
Right? I can pay in exposure? I don't know.
Right? Sure.
Come on, hook us up.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. What nighttime show gives you the chills every time? All of them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't pick one. All
for different reasons.
Yeah.
All for different reasons. The one show that I will never get tired of seeing just kind of evolve is Anaheim's version of Phantasm.
Right.
And here's why. It's on the river. So it kind of grows out of the river.
Right.
There's no doming. There's no nothing. It just, the lights come up out of things that look like crates. There's a lot of stuff that happens.
Okay.
And it's just such a magical thing to watch all of that transform. And then here's the show.
Right.
And then to go back down again.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
For me, I cry at Happily Ever After every single time.
Oh, totally.
I haven't seen the new Epcot show.
It's good. It's okay.
Right.
It's no Illuminations.
Okay, yes.
But I don't think anything is.
Illuminations had my heart.
Yeah. It's no Illuminations.
Okay. Yeah.
But it's not. But having seen Illuminations, having seen the kind of placeholder show the solo trip time, and now having seen this one, Illuminations is still my favorite, but this was better than the placeholder.
Okay, well that's good. Happily Ever After will always be a favorite next to Wishes.
Well, come on, they think about what happened with Happily Ever After.
They got rid of it, and then they brought it back.
Everybody lost their cookies.
Yeah.
Everybody lost their stinking cookies.
Right.
And I cannot blame them.
I was mad when Wishes went away, but Happily Ever After is better.
But again, they tried to replace it with something that was subpar.
Yeah, and it did not work. I've only seen half of Fantasmic because every time we go, it rains.
Yeah, makes sense.
So I'm gonna get there, I promise. But even in the half, I was just like in tears and so great. Okay. If you could build one new attraction, what would it be? I do too. I want
Cherry Tree Lane.
I do too. Like, I 100% want that attraction.
I want Cherry Tree Lane. No, but I want Cherry Tree.
I want them to get rid of Fairy Tale Hall. Move the princesses somewhere else. The princesses should be wandering, not in Fairy Tale Hall anyway. Or take out PhilharMagic and put the princesses there. Turn Fairy Tale Hall into a Rapunzel ride because, dang it, Rapunzel. I want the Rapunzel ride from Tokyo Seas.
It's so pretty. Oh my God, that ride through.
And I want that ride in Disney World. Rapunzel deserves better than a bathroom.
Pretty much.
See, I'm apparently very adamant about this.
Well, you and a ton of others, because Rapunzel does need more than a bathroom.
I mean, I think that you could get rid of PhilharMagic because it's old and dated. And I don't see anybody trying to update it anytime soon. Move Fairy Tale Hall to there with the princesses, or have them wander Fantasyland like they started to do. And then turn Fairy Tale Hall back into a dark ride. Make it Rapunzel instead of Snow White.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, it gives rides in Fantasyland. Again, we need more attractions in Fantasyland. Then the crowd's out. Plus, it would take all the crowds from Peter Pan, and I could ride Peter Pan 50 times. Yeah. I have reasons. But that's what I would do. Okay. What Disney merchandise do you collect? Like, when you go to the parks, is there something you have to buy?
I'm a pin girl.
You're a
Disney pin girl. I have pins, and not gonna lie, it depends. Well, it really depends. Sometimes a good popcorn bucket, but I wish I could show everybody this right now, but it's kind of dark in my living room. But we have pin boards, and they are ridiculous. Probably less than some people because I'm a little choosy, but I am a pin collector. My ones that I will always buy is I will always buy a Mr. Toad pin.
Okay.
I will always buy Roo, Kanga and Roo.
Okay.
Because reasons. And I will always buy Tiki Birds. So like anything Tiki Room related, Mr. Toad, Kanga and Roo. I love some Star Wars stuff. I love me some Star Wars stuff, but those are the things that it's an automatic shut up and take my money moment on.
For me, it's ornaments. I buy an ornament every single trip. Every trip gets an and I've started getting them personalized with the dates on them and the year.
Right.
Also mugs and cups. Like, I get a new mug and a cup every trip because it brightens my day to drink out of my mug or my cup.
Listen, I have a Mr. Toad mug, and you haven't lived until you've seen me drinking coffee out of a, slightly deranged amphibian.
Would it surprise you that I have an Orangeburg cup that I drink out of all the time? Yeah.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm going to Flower and Garden this year, so. Okay. This is the last question. Oh my goodness, we did it.
Oh my God, we got through it?
We got through it.
Holy.
Then. What is one thing everybody that goes to Disney World must experience at least once? One thing you must do at least one time. I know, this is hard.
Honestly,
I'm going to say...
Go ahead. Let's hear yours.
Happily Ever After. You have to see Happily Ever After at least once.
I love that one. You have to do that at least once. The other thing that I am a pretty big, if you've never been to Disney, you got to do a character meal.
Yes, absolutely.
My sister... So let me back the story up, and because the story won't make sense until you realize. So my sister has been to the Anaheim park, but this year was her first trip down to the Orlando parks.
Okay.
And the joke is that she basically left it to me to plan.
Of course she did.
Which, if, again, you've hung around at all, you kind of know that I'm a little nutty.
Right.
And I'm the Disney girl of family. Was a former cast member, the whole 9 yards. So so I kept doing things to try to make her cringe. And I said, we're going on a character meal. And she goes, we're doing what? And I said, we're going to a character meal. So I booked us Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. I did all the things. So we ended up at Cape May.
Okay.
For breakfast. That is when she really got it. So there's a picture that I have of my sister, and she, at some point maybe I'll show it, where Goofy kind of slid in next to her in the booth and put his arm around her, pulled her close, and gave her a big hug.
Aww. We love some Goof.
She teared up. And you can see kind of the tears in her eyes. And once Goofy left, she kind of wiped her tears and she goes, yeah, I get it.
So
I get it now.
Along those lines, I took Corey on his first, not his first. He only had gone with his mom and his grandmother before. And I was like, you went on an old lady trip to Disney. You did not go on a fun trip to Disney. You did not go with Disney lovers. So you have to give it a try. Y'all, he loves Disney now. 75%. He doesn't like Magic Kingdom because it doesn't have alcohol. What
are you going to do?
What are you going to do? Go on to Magic Kingdom. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to live with it. But we did the Princess Breakfast at Epcot, which, guys, if you're looking for a Princess Breakfast, that one, forget Cinderella's Royal Table and how expensive. I mean, that
was great.
Done it once. Eating the castle is amazing. The food is good, but it's honestly, if you want to do a character breakfast and you can't afford Cinderella's, Epcot. The Epcot Princess Breakfast is amazing. So we did the Princess Breakfast at Epcot because that's the one meal Caitlin requested, and he fell in love. He loved it. He loved the food. He loved the atmosphere. He liked the he even liked the princesses. Like, what? You're a grown man.
Yeah. It's all good.
He wants to do it again. Like, he's like, you go on a honeymoon. He's like, you're booking that, right?
It's like, yeah. What do you want me to do? Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Fine. Whatever.
You know where my sister asked to go again?
Huh?
Where she had her favorite?
What's that?
Was 50s Primetime. We had the best sassy waiter.
I think Corey would love 50s Primetime. Like, his sassiness would love it.
We had such a good time. Our cousin who served us was fantastic. Would sneak up on us and scold us. I got yelled at for my walkie-talkie on the table.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think he would love...
And he made Margot set the table.
I think Corey would love it because I think he would like the interaction in the back and forth. So it's on the list.
Oh yeah.
That's on
and
the
list. They have a really good drink menu too.
Yeah, that's on the list. Again, Princess Breakfast is on the list again.
Yep.
I'm thinking about Regal and Rude, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
It's very loud in there.
It is very loud. It is very, very, very loud.
I'm thinking Coral Reef. Excuse me, my nose is itchy. I'd love to get reservations in one of the restaurants on the water at Epcot right before fireworks. I know those are impossible, but that's what I'd love to do.
Next time around, my sister and I have kind of decided that we're gonna make kind of this like a every couple of years trip for us, as like a kind of family trip. So the next time we go, we've kind of put it out there that we want to do the Rose and Crown.
Yeah, well, I think the Rose and Crown or the Mexican on the water.
Yeah,
I'm really thinking about. I've heard great things about Liberty Tree Tavern.
Yeah, I've heard phenomenal things about Liberty Tree. Where was the one place? And Ohana Breakfast.
Right, I've heard
has my heart. That one is phenomenal. The pineapple coconut bread lives rent free in my head.
And then you brought up Steakhouse 71, which I'm like, there are too many choices, and I only have 5. Yeah, we only have 5 dining credits, so hard choice.
And coming down the pike, one of the things we're definitely going to talk about is dining with food allergies.
Yes.
So, because that's kind of a big thing, kind of a little bit more about me and Cara. We both live and have kids with food allergies.
Right.
And part of the other reason for Disney for me is I get to take my hands off the wheel. I'm not, you always have to be a little vigilant, but I don't have to be as hyper vigilant.
Right.
You know, because my kiddo Isaac is allergic to shellfish, and it is pretty rough. And we discovered that actually before a Disney trip, but again, we'll talk about that later in another podcast. And I have a peanut tree nut allergy.
Yeah, we just have plans on our Disney.
Yeah. So Caitlin has a shellfish as well as some gluten sensitivity.
We used to have gluten sensitivity.
Oh, okay.
We've kind of gotten over that.
Yeah.
Gluten free for a while. And again, one of my whys is because, and then Chase had peanuts, tree nuts, milk, eggs.
Yep.
One of my whys is Disney World is amazing with food allergies. It's absolutely amazing. And it's one of the few vacation places where I don't have to stop and think.
Exactly. All you have to say is, I have a food allergy.
Like when we went to Miami, eating seafood in Miami was almost impossible.
I believe it.
For gluten-free and shellfish.
I believe it.
And I mean, I paid like $90 for 4 pieces of fried chicken that were gluten-free.
I believe it.
You know,
I believe it.
So that's another Disney why. I mean, finding places to go that can take my brain. My brain can actually go on a vacation.
Right. So, did we do all 14?
We did all. It was 15, and we did all of them.
Oh snap! Holy crow!
I know. We did all 15 questions.
Wow!
I know. We did good.
We did darn good. Holy. So next time we're definitely going to.
What is our? I know we had this.
I think our next one we were going to start talking about food allergies.
Let me look because I know we have this planned.
Cara makes the schedules. I just kind of let it ride.
That's basically what happens is I make the schedule. She just says, okay, this is what we're doing.
And I'm like,
so that was when we were doing Disney at Christmas. So guess what? That'll be next.
Oh my God.
Next year.
Next year. Let's push that one off.
Well, yeah, we're not doing. Actually, I don't have anything set for next time. Yeah.
So let's chat maybe accommodations at Disney.
We can.
Are we up for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get
food allergies, assorted other stuff.
Yeah, food allergies, disabilities. We are not touching deaths, y'all. We are just.
We'll talk about why. There's a lot with deaths. I have a lot of thoughts on that, and there's a lot going on, and we'll talk about that. But we're not going to say which way.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to tell you not to apply. We're not going to tell you to apply.
Right.
We're just going to be very factual about what's going on with that.
Right. And if you need help planning a trip and you need gas, contact me and I can help.
Yep. And again, we'll be happy to talk you through it. Cara will be happy to chat with you individually about that. But again, next time we'll kind of talk about the changes that have happened.
Yes.
You know, the good, the bad, the what the heck. Which is kind of the way I feel about it. So the good, the bad, the what the heck.
The good, the bad, the what the heck.
Yeah. And the dining at Disney.
Next time we're talking live action movies too.
Oh, brother. All right. So
we are going to dive into live action movies. Yeah, let's just get all the controversial topics right over.
Right. And so please join us. It's only going to get weirder and it's only going to get wilder from here. I can promise that you're never going to be bored. You're always going to be in for a ride with us.
Yes. I mean, we might even touch on Muppets next time.
I'll talk Muppets all day.
I mean, I'll talk Muppets all day, but the changes in Hollywood studios.
Nah, we'll go there later. That'll be fun.
Go there later? She's like, I don't want to talk about it right now.
No. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
Ride is closing?
What?
Do we know when Muppets is closing, by the way?
No.
There's no.
I haven't heard a date yet.
Okay.
So that's that.
I'm looking right now. Hold on. Yeah, I don't see a date yet. So maybe if I'm lucky when I go, I mean, we have 26 days till Mickey. Yeah. 26 days till Mickey.
We'll take a look.
We're good. So maybe I get to go one more time. But 26 days till Mickey if I get to hug Mickey.
And I dragged my sister on.
We are going to do. So do you want to hear the plan real quick?
Yep.
So
Molly, go.
Hollywood Studios. We're parking at Hollywood Studios. We're taking a bus over to Magic Kingdom. Be there for rope drop. We're doing Magic till about lunchtime. Then we're hopping over to Epcot.
Nice.
And then we're going to hop back over to Hollywood and end the day at Hollywood.
That sounds good.
3 parks one day. Are we crazy? Yes. We'll be exhausted. Yes. Considering that we have 2 days at MegaCon after that.
You're nuts.
I'm nuts.
But that's how we roll.
Well, we're going to do MegaCon on Thursday night. We're gonna the floor on Thursday night because, I mean, y'all, Saturday. It's ridiculous. And then we have the wrestling shows on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So if you're at MegaCon and you love pro wrestling, don't ask me the room number because I don't know off the top of my head. I know the room number. But anyway, there will be pro wrestling on Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday night. It's a blast. Fun. We will also have Matt Cardona will be there to sign autographs. He's just there to sign autographs. So it's going to be fun. There'll also be trivia, scavenger hunt, meet and greets, entering photos. So we're planning on having a blast.
Oh, and the cat decided to show up. This is Bucky, everybody.
Come see me. I'll be in the Bizarro wrestling room for the whole weekend. Well, except for Friday because I'm going to Disney. Sorry, y'all.
Yep.
On Saturday and Sunday in the Bizarro wrestling room, and I'll be walking around on Thursday night. Thursday,
all right, Bucky.
whatever the con starts.
Bucky Barnes, get out of my shop.
Whenever the con starts on Thursday, I'll be walking around.
That works.
Yeah. So,
all right. So hopefully we'll be up next week.
Yes, we'll be up next week, hopefully.
All
and
right.
I'm hoping we'll do so the schedule right now is every other week, but y'all know what happens. Everybody in my house has the con plague right now.
And right now I'm in a stretch with my students. I'm a teacher that we're like, oh my God, can we get to winter break? Can we get to midwinter break?
Yeah. So we were at Fan Expo New Orleans this weekend. 2 of my son's friends that we were with all weekend have tested positive for the flu. He's sick. My fiance's sick. My daughter's sick. I am the only one that isn't sick currently. I'm assuming that's probably going to change within the next 2 days. Everybody has the plague.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. So, yay for a room of 200 people.
Yay.
Yay.
Hooray. We did it first episode.
Yay!
Yay!
All right. Thank you for watching us. Please,
and
I'll leave our social. Please subscribe to our social media.
Yep. Come follow us.
Come
Trust
follow
me. It's never dull.
No, never. I mean, come follow us on our social media.
And Bucky's over here saying, "This is Bucky. This is Bucky Barnes." He's over here saying, "Follow my human."
Yeah, Jax is letting you know that he expects you to follow his human because he needs treats. He can be bought, y'all. So seriously,
Bucky's just here for snuggles.
No. Jax,
again.
Pretty sure Jax could be bought with like a treat. One pup cup, I'm done.
Buck's a hooligan.
Yeah, and Christy, on the other hand, would probably like bite my throat with a pup cup. So she's plotting against all of us. Oh, hello.
Sounds about right. Yeah. All right, so come follow us. I am follow, subscribe. If you want to hit our socials, Cara will have them up. But I'm at Nerdvana Kingdom. That's a whole story, and that you can find me on Threads and Instagram that way.
I am Cara Noel Nola on Threads, and I am Unwieldy World of Disney on Facebook and Instagram. And TikTok, but I mean,
well, we don't want to talk about TikTok.
But I don't even know if TikTok's going to be a thing, y'all.
Right. So we will see everybody same Disney time, same Disney channel.
If you have any questions about planning a trip, questions about things to do, if you want to know our thoughts on something, that's a line. Email us.
Exactly.
Hit us up on social media.
We will answer.
We will answer. We will answer. It'll be wild, but we will answer.
Oh, yes. It'll go downhill quickly.
Laura, when you ready to plan that next trip?
God help us all.
Trying to get Laura to do a Christmas trip this year, y'all. Not Christmas week, like before Christmas. Thanksgiving week? The week before Thanksgiving. The week after Thanksgiving.
Well, it depends on what my school calendar looks like.
Okay. I'll go there.
Okay.
Save
That's all I can give you. Because I almost got in big trouble this year for my Rangers Devils trip.
Okay.
I told you that, right? Oh, it's a whole time. That's another story. All right. I'm going to sign off.
Yeah.
Because I have to finish up 2 things. And we will see you guys next time.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, y'all.